If you receive Social Security, have Medicare, or live on a fixed income, don't let July end before checking these three important benefit areas. Not because the government announced a surprise payment, not because everyone is getting more money, and not because something suddenly changed for every retiree. The real reason is much simpler. Every month, millions of seniors continue paying bills, receiving benefits, and accepting deductions without ever reviewing whether those numbers are still correct. For many retirees, nothing needs to change. But for others, a small review today could prevent paying more than necessary or help uncover a benefit they never realized they should review. That is why July is a good time to stop assuming everything is correct and spend a few minutes checking the benefits that affect your monthly budget. Today we will review three important areas. First, your Medicare deductions. Second, your prescription drug coverage. And finally, your Social Security record. Each review only takes a few minutes, but together they can help you better understand where your retirement income is going and whether anything deserves a closer look. Let's begin with Medicare. Most seniors know that Medicare Part B premiums are deducted automatically. Because the deduction happens every month, many people stop paying attention to it. They simply accept whatever amount appears on their Social Security statement. But that is exactly why this review matters. A Medicare deduction is not just another monthly bill. It directly affects the amount of money that reaches your bank account. Some retirees discover that their deduction increased because of income from a previous tax year. Others find that they qualified to request a review after a major life event, such as retirement, divorce, or the death of a spouse. And some people simply never checked why the amount changed. This does not mean every higher deduction is a mistake. In many cases, the amount is completely correct. The goal is not to assume something is wrong. The goal is to understand why you are paying what you are paying. Take a moment to look at your latest Social Security payment. Compare it with your Medicare deduction. If the amount is different than you expected, write it down. Then ask yourself one simple question. Do I understand why this amount is being deducted every month? If the answer is yes, great. If the answer is no, that is exactly what you should review before July ends. Because understanding your deductions today is much easier than trying to fix a misunderstanding months later. But even if your Medicare deduction looks completely normal, there is another review that may save some retirees even more money. And surprisingly, it has nothing to do with your monthly check. It starts at the pharmacy. The second review is your Medicare prescription drug coverage. This is one of the most overlooked parts of retirement planning. Many seniors choose a Medicare Part D plan, pay the monthly premium, pick up their prescriptions, and never look at the plan again. That can be a costly habit. Prescription drug plans can change, the list of covered medications can change, pharmacy networks can change, and your own health needs can change over time. A plan that worked well last year may no longer be the best choice for you today. That does not mean you should switch plans every year. It simply means you should review what you have. Start with one simple question. Are you paying more for your prescriptions than you need to? Many retirees cannot answer that question because they have never compared their current plan with other available options. Others continue paying high prices because they assume every Medicare plan works the same way. They do not. Even something as simple as using a different in-network pharmacy can lower your prescription costs. For some seniors, manufacturer assistance programs or Medicare savings programs may also help depending on their situation. Again, this does not apply to everyone, but you will never know if you qualify unless you take the time to review your current coverage. Before July ends, make a list of the medications you take regularly. Check whether they are still covered under your current plan. Review your monthly premium, your deductible if one applies, and what you actually pay at the pharmacy. If anything seems confusing, contact your Medicare plan and ask for a benefit review. A 10-minute phone call today may prevent unnecessary expenses for months to come. But there is one more review that many retirees postpone for years. Ironically, it is one of the easiest reviews to complete. And if something in your record is incorrect, the effects can last much longer than a single Medicare bill. It involves your Social Security record. The third review is your Social Security record. Many retirees believe that once they start receiving benefits, there is nothing left to check. But your Social Security record is more than just the amount deposited into your bank account each month. It is the foundation used to calculate your retirement benefit. If your earnings history contains missing years, incorrect income, or reporting errors, your future benefits may not reflect your actual work history. These situations are not common for everyone, but they happen often enough that every retiree should review their record at least once. The good news is that checking your record is easier than many people think. Log into your Social Security account and review your earnings history year by year. Look for years that seem unusually low. Look for missing earnings. And think back to any time you changed jobs, changed your name, became self-employed, or experienced another event that could have affected your records. If something doesn't look right, don't ignore it. Contact Social Security and ask what documents are needed to review or correct your record. Taking a few minutes today may help prevent bigger problems later. Now let's put everything together. Before July ends, review your Medicare deductions, review your prescription drug coverage, and review your Social Security earnings record. These 3 reviews do not guarantee that your benefits will change. They do not guarantee extra money. And they certainly do not mean that everyone has a problem. But they do help you make informed decisions instead of relying on assumptions. The strongest financial decisions are usually not made because someone panicked. They are made because someone took the time to review the facts. That is exactly what this video is encouraging you to do. Take a notebook. Write down these 3 reviews. Complete them one by one. If everything looks correct, you will have greater peace of mind. And if something needs attention, you will be glad you checked before it became a larger issue. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing for more clear and reliable updates about Medicare, Social Security, and retirement planning. Finally, I'd like to hear from you. Which review will you check first? Will it be your Medicare deductions, your prescription drug coverage, or your Social Security earnings record? Leave your answer in the comments below. Your experience may help another retiree who has the same question. And if you know someone who receives Social Security or Medicare, share this video with them. Sometimes the most valuable advice is simply reminding someone to take a second look before assuming everything is already correct. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.